Okay, now you are going to be working on card number 12 and 13 of Desmos. This is card number 12. This is where you are multiplying the polynomial 2x plus 5 multiplied by 3x minus 4. So again, you put 2x plus 5 because that's one of the length, and 3x minus 4 here. Then you're multiplying. The operation is multiplication. So you're multiplying between this number and this number, 2x times 3x. You're not adding, you're multiplying. 2 times 3 is 6. X times x is x squared. And that's the reason you're multiplying is because that's what you're doing. You're between these two parentheses is multiplication. And then 5 times 3x. 5 times 3 is 15 times x is 15x. Now for this square, you're multiplying 2x times negative 4. 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. And times x is, then 5 times negative 4. 5 times 4 is 20. Positive times negative is negative 20. Okay, so we're not done, are we? We need to combine the like terms. So far I have 6. The answer is going to be 6x squared plus, you need to add all the parts. So add 15x minus 8x minus 20. But we can simplify this further by combining these like terms. So 15x minus 8x is going to be 7x. And the rest is the same. So 6x squared plus 7x minus 20. So that's going to be 6. Alright, so 6x squared plus 7x minus 20 is going to be my answer. The next, okay, 3x squared minus x times 2x minus 5. Again, you use the same method. So this time, at the top, it's just going to be 3x squared minus x, and then 2x minus 5. Okay, now, what's the difference? We have x squared here. Okay, so 3 times 2 is going to be 6. X squared times x. X squared means x times x times another x. That means x is being multiplied to itself 3 times, which is same as x cubed. Negative x, when you have a negative, this is same as negative 1. The default is 1 is right there. Negative 1 times 2 is going to be negative 2. And then x times x is x squared. Okay, now this time for this square, we're multiplying 3 times negative 5. That's going to be negative 15. And then multiply that by x squared. So 3x squared times negative 5 is negative 15x squared. Negative 1x times negative 5. Negative 1 times negative 5 is positive 5 times x is going to be positive 5x. Okay, now the final answer is going to be all the parts added together. So that's going to be 6x cubed minus 2x squared minus 15x squared plus 5x. Now, are there any like terms I can combine? Yes, these two. Right? So that means it's going to simplify to 6x cubed that I cannot do anything with. Negative 2x squared minus 15x squared. Negative 2 minus 15 is going to be negative 17x squared. And 5x we can't do anything about, so that stays as it is. So the final answer is going to be 6x cubed minus 17x squared plus 5x. So we've just finished 3x squared minus x multiplied by 2x minus 5 using the area model from Desmos. And we found the solution to be 6x cubed minus 17x squared plus 5x. Now let me demonstrate the same problem using full distribution method. I can rewrite this multiplication as 2x minus 5 multiplied by 3x squared minus x. The only reason I'm doing that is so that I can demonstrate what I am doing from the area model. This is same as, since I cannot simplify what's inside the parentheses, what I can do is, since there is the operation between these two is multiplication, what I can do is I can multiply 2x to the second parenthesis, which is 3x squared minus x, and then I am going to add the second number in the parenthesis, first parenthesis, that's 5x, multiply that to the second parenthesis. So I am essentially multiplying one part of the first parenthesis to all the second parenthesis, and the second half of the parenthesis to everything in the second parenthesis. So that's what I've done. What you've done pretty much the same thing here, but you just demonstrated it using the area model. So what you have here is 2x, and what did you do? You multiply 2x by 3x minus 1, and you got 6x cubed and negative 2x squared. That's what you did, and this is exactly what we're doing here. 2x is being multiplied to 3x squared minus x, and the result is going to be, well, let's do this separately. That's going to be 2x multiplied to each of the term and then adding it together. 2 times 3 is 6. X times x squared is going to be x cubed, because x times x squared is x times x times another x is x to the power of 3. 2x times there's a default of negative 1 right there. 2x times negative 1 is going to be negative 2, and x times x is x squared, and that's exactly what you have. 6x cubed minus 2x squared. 6x cubed minus 2x squared. Okay, and the second part is where you are doing this negative 5 multiplied to each of the factors in the second parenthesis. And so that's where this negative 5 is being multiplied to all of this. And the results you get here and here. Okay, so again, you multiply by negative 5 to 3x squared, and you got negative 15x squared. And that's exactly what you're doing here. So negative 5 times 3x squared is negative 15x squared. And then negative 5 times negative x. Negative x is like saying negative 1x. Negative 5 times negative 1 is going to be positive 5 and times x. And that's exactly what you have. Negative 15x squared plus 5x, and negative 15x squared plus 5x. So area model is really just a representation of full distribution. You're doing it algebraically. Here you're doing sort of a drawing to help you sort things out. Again, the same thing as before. You have to combine the like terms. That means I am going to combine these two because they are both x squared terms. You are adding them. So you have 6x cubed. Negative 2 plus negative 15 is negative 17, because they are x squared terms. So you're just adding those two like terms plus 5x. And again, that's exactly the answer you have from the area model as well. And with that, you're going to try to complete the last two slides, last two cards of Desmos activity. Okay, so card number 14, you are multiplying x squared minus 2x and 3x minus 1. So that's going to be x squared minus 2x multiplied by 3x minus 1. I'm going to do this using full distribution since we've been doing a lot of area model. That means I am going to get the first term, which is this x squared, and then I am going to multiply that to the second parenthesis, and I am going to get the second term, which is negative 2x, and multiply that to the second parenthesis, and then you're going to add them all up. Okay, so then, alright, so now that I've set this up this way, now I need to multiply them out. So distributive property x squared is going to be multiplied to each of the term inside. X squared times 3x is 3x. X squared is x times another x is x to the power of 3. And x squared times negative 1 is negative x squared. Negative 2x times 3x. Okay, so again, it is all of this. Not just 2x is going to be multiplied to 3x. It's negative 2x. Negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. X times x is x squared. And then negative 2 times negative 1. Negative 2x times negative 1. Negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2 times x. So then from here, I am going to combine like terms. The two like terms are 2x squared terms here, so it's going to be 3x squared. Negative 1, there is a default of negative 1, right? Negative 1x squared minus 7. Negative 1 minus 7 is negative 7x squared plus 2x, and that's my final answer. Okay, the last card. I could use area model or full distribution. Let me use area model for this. You could have used the other. Okay, so we have x squared y multiplied by plus 7, and the length is xy squared minus 4. Okay, so then I am going to multiply each of the terms. Remember, the operation is multiplication. So x squared times, okay, so we multiply x squared times another x is x to the power of 3. Y squared, that's y times another y is going to be y to the power of 3. Plus 7 times x y squared is just 7x y squared. And then negative 4 times x squared y. Negative 4 times x squared y is going to be negative 4x squared y. Negative 4 times positive 7 is 4 times 7 is 28. Negative times positive is going to be negative. So then from here, I need to combine like terms. Okay, so do I have any like terms as it is? Let me just write it all out as it is. X cubed y cubed plus 7x y squared minus 4x squared y and minus 28. Do I have any like terms? Well, I don't have x cubed y cubed anymore here. What about x squared, xy squared? Is that same as xy squared? Is xy squared and x squared y same thing? No, xy squared is 1x and y times y. This is x times y. So that they are not the same. So there are no like terms I can combine. So this is my final answer. If for today, and you're going to enter in your table of content today's date, March 9th, that we covered exponential growth versus decay, as well as equation of exponential functions. Thank you for listening.